Okay, so welcome to Foodie Rants and Raves, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Royal Senchi Hotel. Okay, so first things first. So I booked 2 nights, and 2 nights cost on average for the standard room. It's about $200. I booked it on booking.com, so you get a bit of a discount if you do it on there, as opposed to booking through them, I think. So you can check that out. But anyway, always do a price comparison when you're booking a hotel. So try hotels.com, booking.com, and then you can also try the hotel's website, because once you do the 3 comparisons, you'll be able to tell whether or not you'll be able to tell which one's cheaper, which one. So always shop around to try, and you can even try on TripAdvisor as well. That could also give you the options. Yeah, so definitely shop around. Don't just click on the first thing and say, going to Royal Senchi to royalsenchi.com. No, don't do that. Always try other places as well to see which one is cheapest. But the ones I can verify that work: booking.com, hotels.com, TripAdvisor, and obviously the website of the hotel or the establishment. Yep. Okay, then so I'm going to talk about my trip. So when I arrived at Royal Senchi, there was no concierge at the front of the reception. So I was quite irritated by that, because this type of hotel, a concierge should always be there to help you with your luggage, to bring it inside. So that didn't happen, but it was okay. So the concierge came later on. He's nice. He seemed like a nice guy. So I'm not knocking them, but just doesn't speak well. That was like my initial first impression, and then to see that they weren't there was a bit irritating. But anyway, so I got in, said my name, they knew who I was, and then they tried to check me in. So once you're trying to check in, they let you take a seat and they give you a drink. So you get like some kind of VIP treatment at the reception while you're waiting to be checked in. So from there, the concierge took my stuff and he took me to my room. So the room was clean, sheets were clean, everything was quite good. One thing I would say, because I did a booking online on booking.com, if you do that, always remember to bring the card that you booked with. If not, it's going to be a problem for you. You have to fill out a card authorization form, and for me, I found that whole process I didn't think it was efficient. And then a card authorization form, which tells you to put your card details, and they're going to take a photocopy of the front and the back of your card. Hello, security risk. I'm not doing that, and you should definitely, I would never advise you to do that. So really, essentially, probably just do the booking online, and then when you come in, you pay in cash. That way you don't have to, or you can pay by card, but then just don't leave your card at home. If you leave it at home, that's when you have to do this whole card authorization form, blah, 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 blah. If not, you don't need to do that. But they need to work on if you don't have your card, you can just do an online link where the person can pay. That could work. So I think that's something they could work on. But anyway, I don't want to kind of bore you. So anyway, got to the room, told you, clean rooms, clean sheets, everything's in order. There's drinks in they have complimentary drinks in the minibar. So you have Coke, Fanta, Sprite, some beer. I don't drink beer anyway. So have some water as well. And it's all complimentary, you don't need to pay for it. So it's always a plus. And then they bring you chocolate as well. They've personalized chocolate and they bring it to you. I think that's quite cute. So so that's everything in terms of when I got in. And have dinner. Okay. So dinner, so got in there, service okay. At some point I asked for bread, like the bread that they brought was finished, and I asked for more bread. It took quite a bit of time to bring it back. By the time he brought it back, actually, my food was ready, so I was quite irritated by that. Because he had to ask him twice for him to remember that he had to give me the bread. Not on, I don't like that. I wasn't impressed. But apart from that, the food, oh my gosh, the food was amazing. I had a mint lamb with jollof rice, and usually in these hotels, I'm quite worried. I don't usually want to have jollof, because it doesn't usually taste like, jollof as it's supposed to taste. It tastes usually very bland, but this jollof was actually really good, and it had like shit on the side and like green pepper on the side. Oh, the jollof was amazing, and the lamb was just amazing as well. So the food was really tasty. But then I was with my son. So my son had chips and chicken. He finished it, so I'm to presume that I didn't taste it. But they presented the food, both our foods, very well. The presentation was really nice. I'll post pictures of everything so you guys can look at that when you're done with the video. And so that was, but all in all, like for myself, him, eating, drinking, we spent, on average, if you want to eat in the restaurant, I think per person you should be kind of budgeting about 100 cedis. Yeah, about 100 cedis per person to eat and drink. Yeah, that's what you should be budgeting. Could be more, could be less, but their stuff I think is quite pricey, to be honest. So about 100 cedis if you want to eat and have like one drink. So if you're thinking 100 cedis, you want to be having like 3, 4, 5 drinks. And I drank water. So I hope that's giving you an indication. Yep, so did that, came back to the room. So that's everything in terms of like the first night. And then the next morning I went for breakfast. Okay, so breakfast is where it gets interesting. I went for breakfast and the food was so limited. I was like, why is this happening? Where is the rest of the food? Literally, it was so limited that my son he had pancakes, he had a sausage, and he had he had fried egg, and he had baked beans. Yeah, but there were other things, but in terms of I think the choice compared to other hotels that I've been to, I think the choice is very limited, and so that was quite disappointing. Because really, if you're here, you don't really have an option but to eat anywhere else. So I don't understand why. I think the limited choice, they need to do something about that. The staff in there, however, were amazing. The waitresses, the waiters, oh my gosh, service superb. But the lady who actually made the egg she wasn't so friendly. She could do with smiling. I'm just saying, doesn't hurt to just, crack a smile when someone's trying to talk to you. So yes, that's like kind of everything on the breakfast. The breakfast tasted okay. I wasn't quite impressed. Like the grilled tomatoes, not great. Like the food, to be honest, the breakfast food, not really, not that keen. I don't think it was great. But it comes my room came with free breakfast, so whatever. But I just think they need to do a bit more. They need to invest a bit more into the taste of the food and the choices that are available to their guests. Okay, so then did that, came back, and then the next thing I did was to go on a boat ride, right? Okay, so the thing about this boat ride is it's 50 cedis per person. It's about a 20 to 30 minute boat ride, I think. I didn't really calculate it, to be honest, so I could be wrong, could be 5, I'm just joking, but I'm not sure about how long it took. But it wasn't that long, but then it wasn't like a 5-minute ride either. So you kind of go around on the river just to about Adome Bridge, and then you turn back around. So you see a lot of islands in the middle. And what was quite interesting about these islands, you get a bit of a tour from the person driving the boat. And he kind of tells you that, on these islands, they don't even have electricity. So these people are still actually living. I thought it was quite interesting just seeing people who are like kind of living in their true habitat without, being disturbed by technology. Yes, it was peaceful. The boat ride was nice. The music in the boat, loved it. Really great. It was a vibe. Would I do it again? I wouldn't do it. I just went on with my son, so it wasn't the same, but I probably would go on if I was there with a group of friends, then yeah, you guys could kind of make it into a party, so that could work. But just on my own, if I ever came here again with my son, would I do the boat ride again? Absolutely not, because there was nothing, it wasn't exciting. It was okay, but it wasn't, it wasn't great. They have a lot of kids, they have like a kids playground, they have a golf course, they have a tennis court, so even with the kids playground, they have like a side for football, they have table tennis, and then there's a swimming pool. Swimming pool is a very sizable swimming pool, and the kids can also use the swimming pool. My only qualm about the swimming area was the fact that when I went to sit, I wasn't swimming, but nobody came to ask me if I wanted to drink anything or eat anything. So they didn't actually have any, it didn't seem like they had any designated waiters for the swimming pool area, which is quite shocking, and it's just a disappointment come on, Charlie, you guys, you will step up your game. So I think, yeah, so on that score, I'm not that pleased. I think they need to do something about that. But the only person that came up to me was the lifeguard to ask me if I needed a towel. My son was swimming, so he got a towel. Towels for him. But they need, you sit in the swimming area, you need them to come and ask, oh, hi, would you like to drink anything? Would you like to eat anything? So on that. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of everything for today. And yeah, I'll be kind of updating you on tomorrow's activities later. Okay, toodles.